Adam Lambert. Now, Adam came second on American Idol, and he's the next big thing, but he has something a little bit different about him, and Matt asked him to describe his style.
How would I, glam. I'm trying to bring glam back for boys in the music industry. It's a lot of fun. I'm kind of a little bit pop, a little bit rock, a little electro, and I'm having a great time doing it.
Some of your influences come from the likes of David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson. I know you performed a couple of Jacko songs on American Idol, didn't you?
Yeah, Black or White.
And tell us about the influences. How does that sort of gem into your music in any way?
Well, I mean, aside from like the Michael Jackson and Prince, maybe, most of my influences are actually UK artists. So I feel like I'm so lucky to be here in the UK and having the album being released here. I feel like audiences here are really going to appreciate bringing the glam back. You know, obviously Freddie, you know, the most incredible voice and stage presence, and you know, Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant's voice was wild, and Bowie's style and his ideas are like some of my favorite. His kind of dare to be different attitude really has inspired me as well.
You're, of course, from the US, and your career's got off to a great start there. What, your album went to number 3? How was that waking up and finding your album was?
Wow, that was, I mean, I couldn't believe it worked that well. I mean, that really meant a lot to me, and it gave me a lot of hope, and that things were going to be great, and that I had a future, because that's really why I auditioned for American Idol, was to create some opportunities for myself.
Tell us about, obviously, the title of the new single and the new album is called For Your Entertainment. And you've worked with some big names on the album. Lady Gaga, Pink, that must have been pretty good working with those big names. Yeah,
awesome. I also have contributions from Justin Hawkins from The Darkness, from Muse, the band that I love so much. Ryan Tedder's on there. And then I got to write a bunch of songs as well.
And how was it working with the big names? Were you sort of sat working with them, writing and stuff?
Lady Gaga, though, we did work together, and that was a blast. I had so much fun being in the studio with her.
What's she like to work with? Because she's a very interesting character, isn't she?
She's just so intelligent and so creative. You know, you can't help but admire somebody like that if you're a fellow artist, you know. And I love how she's just brave, and she's different, and she's got, you know, fire, you know.
Tell us about the single. Obviously, it's the title track, For Your Entertainment. Tell us, is there a story behind the single, Adam, at all?
The single was produced by Dr. Luke and written by Claude Kelly, and they're the guys that did, like, I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry, and some Britney stuff, and some Kesha stuff. It's a little double meaning kind of song. It's about being a showman and putting on a show, and, you know, razzle dazzle.
Randy Jackson said the album covers too many bases. What would you say to that comment? Is that a fair comment or not, do you think?
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think that it's old-fashioned to do an album of one style. I'm burnt out on that. We have to get into the new generation here. I wanted to have an album that was all over the place on purpose, so that you didn't get bored listening to it, so that there was something that suited every mood and everybody.
Any future tour plans?
I think I'm going to tour over the summer in the States, but we don't have the exact dates worked out or where or what. But now I have the most exciting task of starting to, you know, write down ideas and sketches, and now it gets really creative, so I'm excited.
Any future collaborations? You know, if you could name a name, I was reading you were a fan of Goldfrapp. I mean, if you had to name a name,
I love Goldfrapp. I love them. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love the opportunity to sit down with the iconic David Bowie. I think that would be unbelievable. I mean, his ideas are, like I said, just like beyond. He would be great. I also would love to sing with Christina Aguilera. I think that would be a blast.
Some big aspirations. Well, best of luck, Adam, with this.
Thank you.
We're going to play the new single, and I'd like you to do the introduction, if you would.
Hey there, this is Adam Lambert, and this is my debut single, For Your Entertainment.